Well, goodbye, Annapolis. Hello, world. Okay, that's a little dramatic.
In just 14 days, I have to deliver our home, this 41-foot Nordhavn trawler, down the East Coast from the beautiful Annapolis, Maryland, to Fort Lauderdale, Florida for the Lauderdale International Boat Show.
Sounds like fun.
I know what you're thinking. Ooh, 2 weeks to go from Maryland to Florida? How is that hard? Let me break it down for you. First off, there are multiple major storms in the Atlantic Ocean currently, making an open ocean passage out of the question.
Drama. Dun dun dun.
So the alternative? 1,100 nautical miles of windy Intracoastal Waterway in just 14 days.
You guys ready?
That means 1,100 miles divided by 5.8 knots divided by 14 days. Carry the one. Well, it means 2 straight weeks of 14 plus hour days behind the helm. And if one thing goes wrong, holding us up for even a day, we won't make it.
Survival of the fittest out there. Gee whiz.
Oh, and I don't know why I keep on saying we. Lindsey is visiting family, so I have to do this solo.
When I say we, I don't have a mouse in my pocket. We're talking about you and me and you.
I don't know why I'm still talking to you guys. I gotta go.
You guys in for the whole trip? Welcome back to the 71%, half of it. It's half of the 71%, 35.5%. Welcome to the 35.5%. We are going to have a blast. We are headed south, just me and you. I am going to get into some fun stuff this episode that I believe that some of you will find interesting that aren't boaters, and of course the ones that are boaters will find interesting as well, and I'm sure some of you will correct me on some of it. I'm not always right, just most of the time. Ask Lindsey. She's not here, that's the only reason I can say that. We are headed south through the Chesapeake. We will be doing some delivery days coming up because I want to get to Beaufort, North Carolina kind of as quickly as possible. So we'll be doing some 14 to 16 hour days. It is a beautiful day, 4 knots of wind. The Chesapeake is just super welcoming and flat calm, and we are going to have an absolutely wonderful day. The Chesapeake is Lake Chesapeake today. It is so gorgeous out. I mean, it is flat. There are no waves. It is just like, I mean, there's probably maybe 6-inch rollers just kind of just floating us along. Once we get south of Norfolk, and we'll be on the inside of the Intercoastal, the canal ways get super, super narrow, and it's gonna like, you gotta be on point, and I'll be a lot more exhausted at the end of the days. So I'm gonna get quite a bit of ground under me. I'm probably gonna run until 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. I mean, are you seeing this? Look at this. Like, what kind of day is this? I like want to just keep going and going and going and going. So I am actually going to try to get to Beaufort, I think by Sunday night. And you know what I'm doing, solo, doesn't matter. I'm going to Beaufort Grocery and I am getting the carrot cake. And if anybody in the comments tells me that I should have a life vest on right now, like, if I fall off this boat right now, it is my fault. It is as flat as far as the eye can see. I can see miles and there's not a wave in sight. Look at this sunset behind me. Wow, wow, wow. This has been literally the perfect day. Well, it's not perfect. Lindsey's not here. But other than that, it's perfect. I'm gonna make dinner here pretty soon. I'm having soup and chips. Chips and soup and dip. Dip. The soup is the dip and the chips. I use the chips to scoop the dip. That is the soup. Oh man, you see what happens when Lindsey leaves? Lid. Done. The generator just shut off. That's not good. Let's go see what's going on. Okay, I see nothing weird down there. And it's not a fuel issue because I can hold the preheat shutdown bypass and it stays running. But as soon as I let it go, it shuts off. I don't need the generator tonight. And my soup's warm, so I'm just gonna Google it and figure it out in the morning. You guys ready? Yep, I look crazy. Got my light on. Getting ready to pull anchor and head out of here. 5 a.m. I'm just trying to get some water underneath this keel. All right, first things first, we're gonna get these engines lit up so they're getting warmed up. Oh yeah. Oil pressure, both engines. Now we'll go ahead while I'm thinking about it and we will take my hour log. Every single trip I log the hours on the generator and the hours on the engines. Ooh, we are good to go. All right, trip is going super smooth. We were just pulling into Norfolk. It is 12:30. Norfolk is actually like kind of a really long snakes through, so we won't actually be through Norfolk until I think probably 3:30. Generator update. I went down there this morning. There's no leaks or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that it's the impeller and it shut down from an overheating code. Anyway, I will check that once I get to Homer Smith because I need to put in some serious days before then and I don't need the generator. We are, I don't know why I keep on saying we. I am coming south through Norfolk, and well, I'm just past Norfolk, and there's this massive container ship coming north, and we're like going underneath a bridge right now. So I'm like skidding between the edge of the bridge as best I possibly can. Not gonna lie, this is a little unnerving. Yeah. I don't really know exactly how to... The gentleman yelled at me. I really don't like when people are rude for no reason. I had about 10 boat widths. Maybe 15, but I'm gonna conservatively say 10 boat widths on my side of the bridge. And he got on the microphone or got on the radio and said, "You need to get out of the way now. Reduce throttle, turn 90 degrees starboard immediately." Like, I mean, bro, like, you don't have to say it like that, you know? Like, I can see I have plenty of room. If you want me to make it so that there's more room, I will, but you don't have to say it like that. Anyway, he was not very nice. And I can understand that he was worried that I was going to scratch his 300-foot long steel container ship. Anyway, I would have happily done what he asked me to do if he would have just said it nicely. And I still did it, but it's just, yeah, I waited for them to come through the bridge and then I went through the bridge. But there was no need for that. He couldn't have hit me if he tried. He'd have had to smash into the side of the bridge to hit me. Anyway, doesn't matter. You guys want to hear something else exciting? We get to go through a lock together. The Great Bridge Lock is coming up. Okay, so just so you guys know, so this is the Great Lock Bridge, I believe is the name of it. And the reason I'm not putting fenders out or lines out is because the north side of the lock has got like rubber rub rails. And the south side of the lock is concrete. The north side of the lock, you don't use fenders, and the south side of the lock, you do use fenders. Anyway, you don't know which side they're gonna have you tie up in until you find out how busy it is. So, I am just ready for either. There's a guy that passed me in an area that I'm not really 100% sure if it was a no-wake zone, but he came by pretty fast and, you know, kind of plowing. No big deal, I had the stabilizers on, but he's just up here and ran aground, and Towboat US is pulling him out. Thank God for Towboat US, right? Okay, just a slight bit of drama. So, the Great Bridge Lock is right before the Great Bridge. So, I get through the Great Bridge Lock, call the Great Bridge, just is like very normal for them to open because everybody's coming through, and they say, due to mechanical difficulties, we're not open till 7, which obviously is totally fine. I'm not annoyed whatsoever, but they didn't tell us in the lock. Like, obviously they knew in the lock that that bridge wasn't working. So you'd think they would tell you, because this canal, like, there's no place to anchor. There's no place to do anything. So I guess I'm here for 2 hours. Relax, maybe I'll have dinner. Ooh, 6:58, 2 minutes. Good morning. Last time I was solo, somebody commented, "Do you sleep in your hat?" Well, no, but when I wake up, I look crazy like pretty much everybody. But unlike pretty much everybody, I then have to put a camera in my face. So I put a hat on. It is foggy, it is dark, so we're gonna have to rely on our instruments. We're gonna have to rely on the radar number 1 and then the charts number 2. Engine room check, engine room check. Engine room check. I do my log on video on my phone so that I don't have to put it on the spreadsheet right that minute. And then while I'm underway, I grab my laptop and I just listen to my video. Just to give you an idea how foggy it is. So you guys remember the guy that passed me in Norfolk and blew by me and waked me, and then he ran aground and got pulled off by towboat? He just came back by me again in a narrow channel, same exact thing. Full plow plane, no radio call, didn't pull back, didn't tell me which side he was passing me on. I had to grab the stabilizers because I don't even have them on. So, my friend, if you are watching this video, just not quite the way to do things out here on the high seas. I'm watching some Formula One. I'm watching all the practices because I'm bored. If anything exciting happens, I will let you know. All right, another smooth day. Only about an hour out from the marina. Made really good time. I had some current behind me, so like right now we're going 7.7 knots on a power setting that would normally go 6.1, 6.2, so that's exciting. So we made up a little bit of time. We've actually had that current behind us for about 2 or 3 hours. I don't know why I keep on saying us. Ain't nobody here. Yeah, so when we get there, when I get there, me and the boat, we're lacing up Homer Smith. Then my mom is coming in. Mom is flying in. I am on day number 4 right now of probably 15. You guys in for the whole trip? I just figured out that if we leave tomorrow, if we do get off the dock tomorrow, I have to average 58 nautical miles a day. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's quite a lot when you're average 5.6 or 5.7 knots. I'm probably gonna get crap for this, no pun intended. But welcome to Nathan's tutorial of how to go number 2 when you're solo. All right, step 1, camera at the helm, looking at the gauges. Step 2, 360 camera on the bow, looking 360. Step 3, 4, and 5. Connect the iPad to the radar. Autopilot remote. 360 camera connected to your phone. I'll spare you from step number 8 and 9. Okay, I gotta go. Pun intended. All right, we are just a little bit out from the marina, a mile or so I'm gonna start setting up fenders and lines just so that it's all done, like getting ahead of that any captains out there that have single-handed know, like do it way beforehand. That way if things get hairy when it's in the moment, or you get there and you can't float because of the wind or whatever like that, or current, all that's already done. I think I'm gonna try to go get Mom, and she flies in at 5:40 and it is 4:10, which I think gives me enough time to start on the generator if I stop gabbing at you guys. So let's go. Definitely found the problem. We're missing some impellers. Not good. That means I'm gonna have to go fishing. I took that apart, fished out what I needed to, put it back together. Now it's time to put the impeller back in. And I still have time. Woohoo! This is a little trick most of you I'm sure know. You put a zip tie around it so you can get it wedged in there, and all of the bands are going the right way. And then once you got it in, you snip it off. And then I put a little WD-40 or T9 or something in there just for the first little cycle to make it so that it spins real smooth. And clean the lid up. No leaks. Water's flowing. Let's put it back together. That was easy. It was almost too easy. I shouldn't say that, huh? Going to get Mom from the airport. Bye. Hey everybody, look who's here.
Hi.
Mom's here.
Yep, it's a surprise.
Surprise. She's gonna come hang out in Lindsey's absence for a few days.
Yep.
So we are gonna go to the grocery store. I don't know where we're gonna get the grocery store, but we'll figure it out because Lindsey's not here, but I do have Mom. But she hates the grocery store.
Yeah,
one of Mom's least favorite things in the world is going to the grocery store.
The only bad part of this trip will be having to deal with food.
My dad goes to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Mom does not.
And he cooks.
Yeah, Mom does not. Water full, check. Boat wash down, check. Engine room check. Check. Let's go. All right, pretty easy passage, a little bit of rain. If it's we only are going 20 miles. We're 5 miles out from the anchorage. We're anchoring next to a town called Swansboro. It reminds me of, you guys ever seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Where the lady's like, the schnozberries taste like schnozberries. I don't know why. Swansberries. I don't know why. I don't know why it reminds me of that, but it does. Here we were, just cruising along, minding our own business, enjoying our little trip south, when we pulled up to a bridge and they said, we're not opening for 4.5 hours. It just means we're gonna have to run into the night tonight to make up for it, because I need to get to Charleston by Friday night, if it's possible. This is a trawler race. Are you just thrilled? All right, guys, Mom is making dinner. You didn't miss much today. You saw some of it, but you didn't miss much.
It was a slow go.
Slow go today. Okay, that's all. Lights off. All right, day number, I can't remember. Charleston tonight. You guys see these birds back here? They're like savages. One will go down and grab something, and another one will dive on him and start pecking him in the head until he drops it, and then they'll get it. It's like, it's survival of the fittest out there. Gee whiz. We have ourselves a little bit of a situation. All right, so we're coming into Charleston. It is raining. The wind is blowing 25-ish knots right on the beam, pushing us off the dock. And we got like a 2.5 to 3 knot current coming right at us. It's going to make it so that instead of just being able to chill at all, like if we left the boat in neutral, we would go straight backwards. Which also wouldn't be that huge of an idea, except for the fact that they're putting us on the face dock of the super yacht dock. And he said you're going to be right between 2 yachts, one of them being like a massive yacht. But he said, don't worry, we give you 50 to 60 feet, which we're 41 feet. So that means I'm going to have less than 10 feet behind me and 10 feet in front of me, which again, normally wasn't a big deal, except for wind, current, and it's raining. Sounds like fun.
Oh yeah.
Ready. Just kidding. Okay, so what we just found out. What we just found out was.
Funny story.
Yeah.
As Lindsey would say.
Yeah, as Lindsey would say. Funny story. Charleston is flooded.
New plan.
Charleston is flooded. The guy was like, you don't want to come visit Charleston, because I called him like, my mom's never seen Charleston, that's the whole reason we're stopping. He was like, Charleston's flooded. That was a practice run. I'm really glad that we had the practice of getting everything all set up, but we're just gonna keep on going because we're not gonna go like canoe down the frickin' street in Charleston, which we heard that that's exactly what was going on, in order to go have dinner. Good morning. We are about an hour and a half into our trip. I'm gonna try to get a really solid day in today because there's a massive, massive low pressure on the east coast of the United States. And if I'm really honest, I don't really understand exactly what that means. I'm gonna learn a little bit more about it today, but it's creating some serious havoc, like winds and waves and all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't know what day this is. I think it's day number 9. Pretty intense. I don't know exactly how many miles it'll end up being, but it's definitely over 1,000 miles. I don't think we're quite in Georgia yet. I think we're still in South Carolina, but everything other than just wind and rain is going great. But it's just not nice out. It's bleh. Bleh. That's okay though. Better than an office, right? Now we're trying to figure out what to have for lunch. Mom's back here, trying to decide what kind of soup. Boat is in disarray.
I'm not Lindsey.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I think this is, giving us a little taste of what the outside would look like. We just came into Port Royal Sound and it is pretty rowdy. Mom making it happen in the kitchen, cooking it up.
Yep. See, the difference between Lindsey and I is I'm what's known as a prep cook. I do the chopping and the cutting because I usually go by recipes, and Lindsey is a chef. She told us the other day, just like look in there and see what there is. Just like pick the ingredients and put something together. Impossible to me. She can do it, but I'm humming it, but I'm trying.
This looks pretty good. Looks pretty good to me. The sun is finally starting to peek through, and I think that that's actually given me energy because I was dragging until today a little bit, and now I'm starting to actually feel a little bit more pep in my step. Florida tomorrow, guys. I already said that, but pretty stoked on that.